This is a lot better than Bitcoin Daily, you know, immediate start. Nobody's here, so, you know, we gotta wait a little bit, as always. Let me spread the word about the live stream to the important channels. Spread the word about the live stream. Hit the like button while you're at it. Latest videos. Chilling evening with the chair. With the charts. With the chair. With charts. With the chair. Yo, yo, yo. Vishal, how you doing? Hello, Kamran. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, evening. Tila, nice chair. Thanks. I like that. How do you like that? It's nice. I'm here. Shall. Crypto trader. Yo, what's up? Patch guitar. How you doing, man? Hit the like, guys. Thomas Lee. Hi, I'm bull on USDC. Everybody's bull on USDC. Maurice Polman. David Hiking. Hello. Patch guitar. Hey mate, been a while since this morning. 100x short on ETH. I don't know. So I got nothing better to do, so I thought let's look at the charts together. It's just gonna be a chill out stream, so, you know, for you guys that are interested in some action-packed environment, trades, shorts, longs, 100x, 50x, 20x, 2000x, happenings, pumps, busts. This is not the channel. This is not the video for you guys, unfortunately. It's just gonna be a chill out evening. Just looking at what we like to look at best, the charts. If the music is too loud, you gotta tell me, guys. I don't think the music is too loud, but, you know, tell me if the music is too loud. Monday will be fun, definitely. Hi, show your dog again, please. No, they're down there. I think they're sleeping. I think they're sleeping, so there will be no dog showing. Music is trippy. Yeah, music is nice. It's copyrighted music, so, you know, if the stream, you know, goes offline, you know why. Seems to be a lot of fear at the moment. Yeah, the fear is actually kicking in. The fear is kicking in. Bitcoin fear and greed index. The fear is kicking in. So right now the fear is at, you know, yesterday I was 34, and before that, you know, last week was 50, but yesterday 34, today 33, and it can go lower. Let's see maximum up here. So right now we are at 33. We could go down to 20, and we could even go down as low as, you know, 10, 12, 14, whatever this is, you know, 8, 9. Down here, but these kind of levels, you know, we gotta get back below 16 or something like that. I think that these, you know, these fear levels, you get into these fear levels when you have big dumps. If you just slowly move towards downside, you don't get into fear. You just get, you know, into some kind of level of, you know, you just don't care. But if you go fast down, then you get into fear. Slow moves towards downside don't create fear. Slow moves towards downside don't create fear. What creates fear is this over here. This creates fear. But, you know, slow move, they don't create fear. With the USDC, I'm paying, I think. Yeah, so USDC. Norway, yeah, we don't want to look at Norway. We don't look at USA. We just want to look at all kind of USDC, USD. Let's go to all. Let's look at Gemini up here. Wow, look at that wick, man. It went down 0.82. You know, deepecked 20% up, you know. It's recovering, guys. It's recovering. 0.99. It was 0.97, 0.99. It's almost recovered its peg, guys. We can pump right now. Nice chair. Thanks, Thomas. I like the tune notes. See, it's a nice chair. It's a very, very nice chair. It's a very good chair. I really, really like the chair. I'm really ecstatic about the chair. You guys don't understand. I've been using, you know, gaming chairs for 10 years. I actually had 2 chairs. First I bought like 10 years ago. and then and then I changed that one, you know, maybe like something like, you know, 3 years ago, something like that, or 4 years ago. And right now I'm like, you know what, it's time to go away from the gaming chairs. Gaming chairs are for, you know, almost lying down and, you know, not being productive. This is a productive chair. This is a, you know, office chair. This, you know, keeps your, you know, back straight. You sit, you know, well in the chair. It's a little bit harder, but, you know, it's good for your, you know, posture. You don't want to sit, you know, on cushions. What's up? Central Plan, hello, how you doing, man? What's up? How you doing, man? I hope they're not pulling a do one and repegging using existing reserves. I don't know what, you know, I cannot tell you much about that, but it's nice to see it up back at 0.99. That's actually very good. Throne posture, yeah, nice, yeah, it keeps your posture very nice. So I'm really glad for it about it. It's a really good chair. So and you know, and we got nothing better to do than to sit and watch the charts. So that's what we're gonna do up here, right? Here is some kind of, you know, 0.11111, right? That's one level right now. It's almost recovered the peg. I mean, this is very, very good. Let me show you different kind of chart. So this over here is USDC. Look at this right guy. USD from Gemini, same, you know, same place up here. Now this goes only back, you know, to 27th May 2022, but we can still look at the chart. And the good part over here is that we can actually look at, let's go to 1 hourly time frame up here. This is 10 minutes time here, 1 hourly time frame. This is 1 hourly time frame. What you're gonna see here, when it started depegging up here from 1, it went down, you know, almost 40% towards downside. First move was 40% down. When USD, this is Luna, you know, stablecoin. I can show you up here, USD versus US dollar. This is on Gemini, and this is on Gemini as well. The first move was down 40%, right? But this first move down was only something like, you know, 17% initial move towards downside. So, and the recovery up here was still, you know, at most still down by 5.26%, still 0.94. It never managed to, you know, get back above 0.94. But right now over here we are only, you know, down 0.71. So the peg is almost recovered. The peg is almost recovered. I also saw the news on Twitter. Let's go to Twitter for a second up here. I also saw news on Twitter. Let's see, notifications up here. I got notifications from very special people, of course. Yeah, Circle USDC says it will recover any missing liquidity in Silicon Valley Bank using corporate funds. So I don't know what this means, but, you know, it's Circle is USDC, it's, you know, Silicon Valley Bank, it's, you know, funds, it's liquidity, it's all the keywords are there. So, you know, maybe this has something to do with recovery right now. That's, you know, they are gaining trust back into the USDC. I really don't know what this means, you know. Don't ask me. On the flip side, I want to shill a guide to you guys. I want to shill a guide to you because there was a very nice guy in my Telegram chat called Leaked. I cannot pronounce the name. We post a lot of stuff. We post a lot of stuff up here. There was a really nice guy, and he, can we just do this over here? If we remove it up here, no, yeah. No, it still doesn't matter. It still doesn't work that way. Where is the damn thing? Lee, thanks for mentioning Felix and Winston channel. I've been watching the guy and I joined so far. So League 747, we can actually go up there. He actually mentioned a video and I actually like the channel. I like the guy. By the way, we're gonna talk about that over here, March 10th. It's very interesting. And I actually like the guy. So I'm gonna shill you. I don't often shill people to other people, you know, but this guy, you know, seems to be. So here's the guys. He was talking about, you know, US bank collapse, and there was supposed to be a live stream. So let's, you know, copy up here.
Felix here, good morning.
And go to this place over here and post it over here. So this is the guy. And this is Felix and friends. And Felix and Winston, he is his dog. And he's an economist. He is a banker. He's a lawyer. It seems like a really intelligent guy. So he knows a lot about these things that, you know, happen, you know, when it comes to banks and money and, you know, the corporate. So I think the guy is...
Felix here, good morning to this Friday slightly echoey live stream. We've got SVB Financial, that is...
So, yeah, you know, he's called Felix and Friends. I'm gonna link his channel because, I'm just gonna link his video, you know, so you'll find his channel. If you wanna, you know, follow, you know, subscribe to the guy and follow the guy, because he does really have some interesting thoughts and ideas about certain stuff, what's gonna happen, not gonna happen. And I think this is why SVB collapsed. Is your bank next? So, in my honest review, prepare for more pain. There was one of these videos where he was actually talking about SVP. I don't know if this was the video. SVB, Silver Valley Bank. I don't know if this was the video, but he talked about that the next bank, and he was not trying to, you know, create, you know, fund or anything like that. The next bank could be American, you know, the Bank of America, because they had a lot of exposure inside the Silicon Valley Bank. So, you know, it is definitely interesting, you know, to hear what he has to say and stuff like that. So I am really glad that I discovered this guy. So, you know, there's a little bit shitting on that side, you know, new YouTubers. Maybe I should ask Felix. Robert Dimitri, we will be fine. Yeah, we will be fine eventually. Nice shirt, Call Crypto. Thanks, man. Yes, laid bake Saturday stream. Yeah, definitely laid bake. So we're just gonna take it easy, guys. We're just gonna take it, but we will definitely look at the charts and, you know, see, you know, what's up. Remember what happened with Tether, these two shall pass. Did you see my tweet from earlier today, guys? If you don't follow me on Twitter, you gotta follow me on Twitter. I post a lot of, you know, interesting stuff. I can say that, you know, very interesting. You know, to some another fancy chair. I posted a very nice this morning. There we go. This chart over here. Look here. So when the USDC was depegging and going down, it was at 0.95. I look at BUSD and DAI as well, and you can see that all of these. This is a 5-minute chart, but you know, you can see that all of these, you know, there was a lot of selling pressure. But Tether was actually, they were buying Tether, so they were going out of the USDC, BUSD, DAI and going into Tether. So Tether was picking up liquidity of the everything else. So yeah, and I think it's funny because, you know, like I wrote, the most funded coin in the history of crypto is the one they are buying. And you know, guys, when it comes to, you know, funding, you know, stable coins, the Tether is #1 on the list. There is always, every single year, without exceptions, there is a Tether FUD. And last year the Tether FUD actually got me. So the Tether FUD came out and I was like, this is the big thing, right? But what did I do? I bought euros instead of Tether, so, you know, I just changed and, you know, I could sleep better at night. And the same thing happened with Ivan on Tech. I don't know, guys, if you know who Ivan on Tech is, but, you know, Ivan on Tech. And in today's video he actually said what he did with, because he had a bag of USDC. And when he was seeing the depegging, he sold. I'm gonna show you. I know exactly where it is. On 3 minutes up here. 3 minutes in. Full volume up here. Let me just stop the music for a second up here, and we'll go back to the music. But, you know, just so you can hear this. Okay, well, listen carefully now what he says about, you know, what he did, because he woke up at 3 AM in the evening to get a glass of water and saw the, you know, the depegging. I mean, how can you do that? At 3 AM you wake up to something is fishy over here. How you do not wake up in the middle of night, go check the charts and look at USDC. You don't do that. But maybe he saw some news or something like that. Okay, let's listen to him.
Subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what the hell you're thinking about this, because it is down 10% right now. Let me know whether you're gonna hodl it to 0, whether you're gonna hodl it back to $1 if you think it's gonna go back, or if you already did operation dump like I did in the middle of the night and took a small haircut at 3%, which I did. Guys, welcome.
See, he in the middle, and later he goes on to explain that, you know, he sold his USDC. In the middle of the night at 3 AM, he woke up, you know, to get a glass of water and sold his USDC, because it's not worth the pain. It's not worth, you know, worth having, you know, sleepless nights over something that you can just get something. So if there is some kind of FUD on USDC, just get Tether. If there is Tether FUD, just get, you know, BUSD. If there is BUSD FUD, just get something else, right? It's $1. Everything is $1. Just pick your, you know, pick your poison. Pick your poison. So there is that. Nice dog. People still alive. Good evening. Good evening, Mark. Eric, hang in there, guys. Yeah, hang in there. What do you think about DJet as an alternative stablecoin? I never heard about that. We can check it out. I'm in the mood for, you know, looking at stuff, so it's okay, guys. We can look at stuff all night long. If the music is too loud, you gotta tell me, right? I don't think the music is too loud. I think the music is chill. It's okay. USD isn't comparable to USDC. I don't know why it's not comparable, but you know, at least we can see that, you know, USD dumped a lot faster. Is VIX interesting to trade for you? Also, NetGas is ready to bounce, I think, next week. Ooh, we forgot to look at NetGas. Wait, there's so many things to look at right now. DJet. I don't know what DJet is. There is nothing such thing as DJet in crypto. I don't know. Never heard about it. DJet. NetGas. We gotta look at NetGas. Natural gas, if you don't remember, we had a video about nat gas, and we said that down here might be some kind of, I don't know how long time ago was it, but you know, we are looking at some kind of bottom maybe down here, right? Also, NetGas is ready to bounce, I think, next week. I'm a little bit unsure whether it's ready to bounce or not. The oil does look like it wants to dump though. The oil looks like it wants to dump. Look at this very nice line up here on oil. Look at it down here, like it very goes up here and then it hits these amounts up here on the dollar. This looks you know, a little bit dumpy to me, like you know, higher, lower. Yeah, you know, this looks dumpy to me. This looks dumpy. So if oil goes down, I don't know, you know, how correlated oil and gas are. So net gas, but you know, saying that it's about to, you know, it already had a little bounce down here. Let's see down here, it already had a little bit bounce. Yeah, 44% bounce, which is quite, you know, big thing, because if you measure from the top to the bottom, it went down, you know, 80%. So 44% bounce is a lot. You know, people think that shorting is the way to go. I mean, entire move of this over here is, you know, 80%. And for this to go towards upside, from the bottom towards upside, you know, this is 80%, right? So it's always better to long stuff than short stuff. Of course, you don't want to long stuff in a downtrend. But I'm a little bit unsure whether this is the, you know, this move down here might have had a little bit bounce up here. It's so this move over here did, you know, break the trend a little bit, but you know, there are still these big trends over here that are not broken just yet. I don't know how to draw this, but you know, there's these big tops up here as well, and then this one, you know, it needs to, you know, you know, going through some kind of consolidation phase up here before it actually bounces. So maybe a little bit more time, you know. Expecting this on a net gas is a little bit, you know, far-fetched. Cardano stablecoin DJet. I don't think I heard about it. I'm not following Cardano stablecoin. Cardano stablecoin project accuracy value. DJet. A crypto-based algorithmic stablecoin that acts as an autonomous bank developed by AOG and issued by Koti. It has not, yeah, it might be on Cardano network, but it's not, you know, it's not, yeah, it is on Cardano network, Cardano network. Yeah, it's in Cardano network, but it has nothing to do with Cardano. So people are saying, oh, it's Cardano stablecoin, but see, you know, it's Koti stablecoin. Issued by Koti. It's Koti, you know, it's DJet is Koti stablecoin. It's not Cardano stablecoin. So I think that's a little bit wrong to look at it like, you know, it's a step. Wow, it's getting hot in here, guys. I got oven right in my back. Not sure why it didn't show when you look it up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a new thing, I don't know. Release date 2021. its status is still in development, so it's not released yet. It should be released, but still says in development. I don't know how old this site is, whichever site this is. DJet Burr is, I don't know, crypto. I got nothing. I got nothing on that. That's a nice chair, dude. Yeah, it's a nice chair. Look at it. Look. Wait. Which way do I move? Yeah, forget about it. Forget about it. It's a nice chair. DJet is the only stablecoin that's gonna make it. I don't know about that. I don't know. Tether has been around for a very long time. It's still holding up. So, you know, I trust Tether. I trust these, you know, criminals. I don't know if they're criminals or not. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to FUD it. Every time, you know. If you can spin, you can win. Yeah. Spinning is nice. But I don't spin that much. But over here, Bitcoin right now trying to go up higher. Where are my, you know, my indicators and stuff like that, right? So you can see up here on the oversold level down here, we came all the way down to 10 oversold level. Right now we are picking back up here. This might actually go to 40. Right now we are at, you know, level where we should actually, you know, 40, 50 levels up here. This 40 level. Oftentimes when you are in some kind of downtrend, when you are in a strong downtrend and you go, you know, this, you start doing this over here, you don't go, you know, higher than 40, 50, give or take. Let's find a downtrend up here. This was actually these pumps up actually have, like over here, this move up here. This can actually go all the way up to something like 60 levels. You can see in the entirety of this dump from over here. Let's put a line up here. Does the line work over the indicators? Yeah, it does. So it starts up here, you know, and the dump goes all the way down there. And what you're gonna see in this part over here is that, you know, we get these weeks up to 60 levels. You know, this actually went a lot higher than that. That's why we thought this, oh, it's gonna go up, and nope, not, you know, faked us towards the downside. So 60 levels up here. 60 levels is the magic number. 60 levels is the magic number on a 4-hourly downtrend. So right now we can still, you know, still go a little bit more up here to some kind of 60 levels up here, maybe. So can this pull up a little bit back, you know, faster up here, and then, you know, get this rejected? That's the case. That could be it, guys. That could be it. But, you know, we knew the consolidation needed to come very soon. Background music is good. Thanks. What's up, Planet? Not much. We are looking at my chair. And we are looking at charts. We are talking about USDC, USD. I've been shilling the channel of Felix and Winston, Felix and Friends. There is a link in the chat. It's actually the guy is legit, you know, he knows his stuff. So, you know, I'm gonna, you know, I haven't watched that much, so, you know, I cannot say, you know, long term whether he's actually, you know, the channel is good or not, but, you know, he seems to know what's up. That line. Somebody in the chat posted a very nice line up here. I think this over here, this downtrend up here must be this downtrend must be broken. We had actually two downtrend. You see these two lines. This line up here, and then it increased the speed towards downside. So this line up here is the very first line that needs to get broken up here. Let's pop the moving averages up here. See, that's the around 20 moving average up here. It needs to get up there, but there is already hidden bearish divergence up here on the chart. There is already, this goes a little bit towards that, but you know, it needs to pump just a little bit up here to avoid the divergence. So there is that. Can you look at Koti? Oh, yes. It's a very, very long time since I actually looked at Koti chart. So I'm interested to see what it actually does. It's hitting some kind of support level down here. It's a wrong line. I can see it being it's a wrong line. But it hit up the 50 moving average up here, and it's doing this, you know, this move that we think that Bitcoin might actually do. it's doing this move that we think Bitcoin might do, but it's actually been holding very nicely up here. I mean, it did just the same move that Bitcoin did, then went below, down here, up here, and right now back below the support again. So it was trying to hold this level up here, and right now, you know, went down twice. Oh, that's nice. You might be asking, say, man, why didn't you use that, you know, that wick on the upside, man? That's a lot better wick. There you go. Then you have this line. It looks like some kind of support. Of course, if this support starts breaking, you know. You're a better trader with a chair. I don't know. I haven't tried trading with the chair just yet. I'm looking for RSI to go to at 50 levels, 4 hourly. Yeah, so we just looked at it like 50, 60, like you saw in the previous, you know, when we started dumping from the 69k towards downside, the RSI went all the way up to 60. So, you know, I'm gonna give it up to 60. You know, I'm thinking 60 might actually be the, you know, the magic number. So you're gonna see that. You don't want this to break towards downside. You never want any kind of trends towards downside. You never want a trends breaking the you know, support lines in the downtrends. Sorry, you don't want downtrends to break the supports. If uptrends break the support, that's not a big deal, guys. That's not a big deal. Sure, they break the support and they start losing momentum. It might seem a little bit weaker and stuff like that. But downtrends losing the support means increasing the trend towards the downside, which is very bad. Best case scenario is, you know, breaking down and doing something like this and then, you know, right back up again. How does volume look on Koti daily chart? We are on the daily chart. The volume looked nice. Up here it had a nice, you know, pump with the volume towards upside, towards downside. Over here it's, you know, this move towards downside has been going towards downside over here. So the downtrend over here has actually been losing volume, but you see the volume on the move towards upside was legit. So it wasn't some kind of fake move or anything like that. You can see here clearly that, you know, very nicely, you know, pump towards upside and volume was picking up all the way towards top. And then this is, you know, normal, I would say normal consolidation or distribution that went a lot lower down than maybe it should. But you can see the volume going down. Over here the volume is actually breaking. So it starts, you know, going up here rapidly towards upside. But, you know, over here, in the last part up here, I mean the last part, you can say that the volume up here, you know, in this move over here, in this last move, did go towards the upside, right? But, you know, overall, the entire move has been going down. But right now it is picking up. So this last part over here, last part, the move has been increasing in the volume towards the downside. But still nothing like, you know, the big dumps up here. So, you know, but you never wanna, it does matter. But, you know, the move start up here. So let's see up here. It was still going down over here. It's only this last part where it had, you know, the volume kick in. So I'm a little bit unsure how to read this, but, you know, this over here, this is what you want to see. You want to see move up, you want to see volume up, right? You want to see move down, you want to see volume down. So I think it should be good, but, you know, whether this is going to hold or not, you know, that depends on Bitcoin. Because you know, it really doesn't matter what Koti does or what anything else does. Because, you know, if Bitcoin goes down, it pulls everything with it, right? Of course, there are coins always that are going to outperform Bitcoin and but towards upside and downside. But, you know, it is really hard to say that, you know, oh, this is just going to bounce over here for whatever reason. Because if Bitcoin doesn't bounce, nothing bounces. Cirque said they are good moolah to cover USDC 1-to-1. If they say buy now, it might be. Maybe the worst is over, guys. Maybe the worst is over. The bank got bust. The Silicon Valley Bank got bust. The USDC FUD is recovering right now. Let's see if it's recovered already. USDC, USD. Did it recover? No. It's very close to, you know, getting the peg back, but, you know, this is not enough. You know, 0.98 is not enough. It needs to go all the way to 1. Once it's back at 1, you know, we can say it recovered. Yeah, everything is following Chili's. Maybe it is, maybe. Let's see how Chili is doing, man. Chili's didn't dump that much, man. Because it's already at the bottom. No, it did dump down here, but no, it actually didn't dump. Yesterday. Wasn't yesterday a dump day on Bitcoin? Yeah, but small dump day. But it's already at some kind of bottom, you know. Everything is on the bottom, guys. Everything is on the bottom. So we just need to figure out how it's gonna play out. Best case scenario, we get a pump to the moon. That's best case scenario, of course. Right now, Bitcoin at 0.89. Who posted? Raphael posted a nice line up here, trend line. Because this pivot point up here needs to be taken into consideration. It is a real pivot point up here on the 50 moving average. And if you look at it like this over here, you can see up here that even this trend over here, we are breaking towards the upside. So this move, exhaustion move up here, went into, you know, into triangle, broke towards the upside, went down. There was another, you know, this move up here that broke the moving averages, right now consolidating, going towards the upside. This trend up here also broken towards the upside. Right now there is a resistance up here at, you know, 650 or something like that. So, you know, will we get back above there? Again, that's a big question, right? But you know, it's 1 hourly time frame. 4 hourly time frame, you'll see that we are still below 20 moving average up here. Crap. Daily time frame still below everything, right? I mean, even below this up here. Maybe we're just retesting that. Let me check that out. Yeah, we just retested that on the dollar, man. On the dollar, that you know, this resistance level 26.86. That's what we actually retest up here with this move, all the way back down here. So are we gonna manage to get it back above the line? 20.67. 20.67. Damn. DXY. Well, my DXY lines are definitely going. Can I? No, you can't. Doesn't matter. There was a rising wedge up here that broke down, but you know, in the bigger scheme of things, you know, this still, you know, holding the support up here somehow. Maybe it goes back all the way up here. I don't know. Remember, guys, when we were watching this trend up here, this actually broke around October, November, right? December. This is the first. This is when the pump started. Bitcoin pump started, you know, big pump started over here. But all the way through, it did actually crash down with this. But remember when we were watching the DXY climbing this move up here, and we were like, it gotta drop, it gotta drop, it gotta drop. And it actually did drop, but you know, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened with Bitcoin when we did have a drop. And we can correlate a BTC, USDT, DTC, BTC. There we go, new price scale up here. Let's do this chart, but let's make it, you know, candles. Let's move the moving averages for a second up here. So you can see up here, when we had a big drop down here on the DXY, Bitcoin also had a big drop. And where was that? Where was that? This move up here. I said, you know, the Bitcoin is gonna have a hard time pumping towards upside because DXY cannot pump and Bitcoin pump at the same time, and Bitcoin pumped while DXY pumped as well. So this is the place where I lost all the faith in DXY. But had I known that the DXY can dump and Bitcoin dump, because I did not see this before. I mean, we dumped, you know, on the same time. DXY dumped, Bitcoin dumped at the same time. Then we went through the consolidation phase. Right over here, when we started going a little bit towards the upside up here, and Bitcoin exploded towards the upside while this was actually going down. But yeah, we can definitely dump. We can definitely dump while DXY is dumping as well. So, you know, looking at some kind of correlation between DXY and Bitcoin is like crazy man talking. Man, who do they think they're playing? We've been through Luna, we've been through FTX, hardest holders on earth in this market right now. They're not shaking me with this fake FUD. Yeah. People that are still here after all of this, they gotta be the strong hands, man. Nothing is gonna make them sell. First red candle, I posted that earlier. First red candle. First red candle, this one. But this is all the way down there. And yeah, first, like, I like this close. I like this pivot point over here, the close down here. Seems to me that's legit. We're not gonna go a lot lower back, but you know, this is important. When it comes to daily time frame, these are the levels. Over here, that's weekly. Then you gotta go to the weekly time frame. You know, we broke down on the weekly down here. We broke this on the weekly. We broke a lot of stuff on the weekly actually. On the weekly time frame, we broke this level of support. We broke that level of support, of course. There is this level of support. A lot of stuff got broken. There are these 3 support levels up here. Oh, look at that. At least one of these support levels is holding right now. We already got a couple more. Three there, and then we got this one up here, and then we got 2 on the bottom side down here as well. So right now we're hitting just, you know, 19.555. But it's the retest up here. That's the retest, right? This up here, where's the daily time frame? This up here is the retest. That's some kind of support level. But this is a weekly support level. Down here at 19.5, that's a weekly support level. That's this one over here. Because there are several, you know, pivot points on the weekly time frame do create the pivot points. Just to go like this symbol. Let's turn off the wick so we can see this nicely. So these pivot points are very, very important. When it does something like this, one red candle, and this isn't a pivot point over here, but over here that's a pivot point. This looks like a pivot point, and this looks like a pivot point. 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 Pivot point. Pivot point. Pivot point. Pivot point. Pivot point. Now these are the most important ones, right? So you can see right now it's really easy to see, you know, where stuff pivoted, right? Where it turned around. And these weekly pivot points, they create the support and resistance lines, right? These are they are very, very important. So right now we are hitting, although right now our close is up here, we did go down with the wick to the 19.555. So if you turn back, you know, if you turn back wicks on down here, that's weekly, right? Up here, that's monthly. That's monthly. You gotta look at a monthly chart here for, but you know, this over here you can look at a weekly. Make the line thicker so it will look better. TFX is bouncing off 50 moving average on daily chart. You squeeze momentum by lazy bear to get exact pivot points. I don't need, you know, squeeze momentum by lazy bear, but you can check it out if it's indicator. Squeeze lazy bear. This one, 83,388 downloads. Lazy bear squeeze momentum indicator. Okay, let's check it out. First of all, let's clear up everything else on the chart. Let's clear up the chart. No, we're gonna let our pivot points, you know, do the tail, and then we look at how well the lazy squeeze momentum indicator, and let's see how the squeeze momentum indicator is, you know, where is the point. So how do we figure out where the pivot points are, man? This is the, how do I figure out where the pivot point is? Is this the pivot point? Like, what is this telling me, man? That wasn't what I want to click. I want to click this over here. Plot So plot something, plot position, label inputs. Bollinger Bands length, Bollinger Bands multi-factor, KC length, I don't know what that is, use true range. True range, okay. So, can we move to existing pin above? No. I don't know. How are you so Andy Lou, how are you supposed to use squeeze indicator to find pivot points? I don't get it. Pivot of what? This is just some kind of histogram bar. The only thing we can see here that momentum is actually, you know, getting, you know, squeezed. So if you look at this momentum over here, you know, January 2024 is the last time, but you know, it needs to kick out before that. The last green up is upper pivot, while the lowest price is the lowest pivot. But it doesn't add up. There are also some crosses up here. 1, 2, 3 crosses up here. Nah, I don't like that. I don't know what I'm supposed to look up from that. Yo, Dimut, how you doing, man? Privacy tech will recover nicely. Hello, sorry I'm late. 3 digits is okay, it's okay. You came on time. You're always on time. There is another thing I want to show you guys. If in case you don't follow me on Twitter, so you know, I'll show you stuff on my Twitter. If you don't follow me, you're still gonna look at it, right? Here's the chart we just looked at, the USDT, you know, getting all the liquidity. There is, yeah, guys, I figured out, I posted 1,600 videos, 1.6k videos since 2019. I think that's extreme. I never, you know, I suddenly saw this today and I was like, oh my god, did I really post? And I'm trying to think, like, could I be posting that many videos? I don't know what I posted, like, even every single day for, you know, 4 years. It doesn't, you know, add up to 1.6, but, you know, oftentimes I, you know, do stream, you know, 2-3 times a day, you know, post videos and stuff like that, right? So 1.6 thousand videos, so, you know, I can definitely call myself, I may not be, you know, the trader, elite trader, but I am definitely a YouTuber. So there is that, but that was what I will show you. Over here, this is the chart of Elon. Elon posted today, the sum of cult should be greater than the parts profits. But the thing is, there's this thing called cult DAO. Exactly on the minute when he posted this, it exploded towards the upside. And only explanation for this is that people didn't buy this. Only explanation for this is there are bots, and this is real explanation the way I think that it is. There are bots that are, you know, following every tweet that Elon posts, and they are scraping the, you know, they are scraping the keywords from the Elon tweets and just buy whatever they can find, right? So they have a list of, you know, words that if Elon tweets these words, we buy this coin, you know. Yeah, bots, definitely 100% bots, because this happened on the second, you know, he starts tweeting. So, but he didn't mention cult DAO, he just mentioned the word cult, but you know, that's enough for these bots to go in and start buying stuff. Starts buying stuff. Yeah, this over here, this isn't specific to Jim Cramer. All financial news channels do this. They show you whatever they want to show you and whatever they want you to know. Either they are shilling or fudding, they cut up charts to whatever part makes their point valid. Never trust broken charts, guys. This is very important. Never trust broken charts. So let's look it up here. So you'll see here Jim Cramer, he shows, and you know, they are talking about SVB financials. So the chart that I'm showing you goes from January the 3rd to the February something 8th. And you can see it's, you know, very nice move towards the upside. But it, you know, to be frank, you know, this is, you know, the biggest charts of, you know, of 2023, so just last year, right? So SVB has definitely been performing 23, but they're not showing whole, you know, whole picture, right? So this is the part of the chart they're actually showing you, right? They cut it up here, you know, make the nice graph, you know, that goes towards the upside, and that's what they're showing you. What they're not showing you is this down part over here. Prior to this little pump up here, prior to that, you know, this is what they're not showing you. the entirety of this thing over here. And this is a bank. You don't want to see this kind of move down on a bank. You don't want to see. I actually checked today one of the big banks in Norway. It's called DNB. This is the biggest Norwegian bank. DNB Bank S. I want to see, you know, what kind of chart, you know, what does a normal bank chart looks like. And this is a normal bank chart. This is on a monthly time frame. It looks normal, right? So when you see the chart, it looks something like this over here on a bank that goes, you know, straight down. You know, you should be thinking to yourself, you know, maybe not everything is right with, you know, this bank. So I was like, hey, let me look at, you know, our Norwegian banks. And Norwegian banks are okay. You know, this goes from 2009. It, you know, just climbs up, you know, bank makes money, stuff like that, right? So there is that. Bitcoin almost 1% up. Damn. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna hit 100k tonight? Not quite sure. Let's see what more did I post today. Yeah, back in the day we used to use Ethereum as a stablecoin. I wish to. I want to go back to, you know, using Ethereum as a stablecoin, guys. Does this look similar? Yeah, I inverted the chart over here. Anything this man mentions dies, guys. Jim Cramer, FRC is the new focus. Very good bank. Look here, on the dollar. On the dollar at this time. This tweet alone dumped the FRC bank, guys. The tweet alone, you see up here, exactly on the dollar, this tweet dumped the bank like, I think like something like over 50%. Over 50%. Jim Cramer, you know, posts one tweet about FRC bank and it dumps down 50%. This is not even a joke. This man is a genius. How he does it, I don't know. I was joking about, hey guys, Silicon Valley Bank just made a gap. Are we gonna buy the bank? Is the gap gonna get closed, guys? Is the gap gonna get closed on SVB? I don't know. Also up here, you know, 99% down from $80,000 down to, you know, something zero. You can go 99%, but from 67,000%, it can go still down 99%. It can always go down another 99%, guys. Even from 10k, even from 1k, even from $1, it can go down 99%. Everything can go down 99%. Yeah, and the CME gap got closed. We know that. This was a bear flag. We are having some kind of hope it was gonna stop at 21.4. It did not stop at 21.4, so this bear flag, you know, continued the rally towards downside. Now this move, in retrospect, this move up here was, you know, have a big consolidation. It's just go one straight line. So I was a little bit right. So let's look at that over here. So I was a little bit right. So here's the thing about these flags, guys, and this isn't the first thing I noticed this. So over here we had a bear flag. Over here we had a bear flag, right? And everybody would assume that the bear flag goes from the top down here to the bottom, right? Down here. But as we can see up here, I mean, technically maybe we went there and then we dropped through that. But what does make more sense is from the first, you know, pivot point up here. So this was up here and then it got down up here. So this first pivot point up here, this looks a lot nicer to me, right? And then we went down there. And now this bear flag up here does seem a lot more legit. See up here and then go down and then does this, and you know, it can go towards upside or downside. This time went downside, but this very first pivot point, this very first moment, this isn't the first time I noticed this. The first time I noticed this, there was some kind of a chart that went a little bit up. It had a pullback up here and then did the big move, and then after that big move it had this you know, bull flag. And I was measuring from the bottom to the top, and from this point over here towards the top, and it was actually this point over here that was actually legit, because after that it went kind of down. But this move up here, it's not all the way from the bottom, it's from the first, like, you know, wherever it gets this, you know, spring, that's the target. I don't know, it's just something I noticed. I might be wrong on this, but you can see up here there was a spring up here. It went down and did this spring up here and pull down. So after this spring down, it created a target on the downside. Whether this is the case for everything, I don't know. Wow, my throat is hurting. I don't know what I did today. Hope so, because I'm long. The manic make Bitcoin run away. What more is interesting? Yeah, we've been talking. I don't know if you guys watched the. I don't know if you guys watched the. My. I don't want to talk about this, but you're welcome to watch it. I mean, it's a long video, so you know. But you know, the late adopter. If you go to my channel, over here, I did make a yesterday. Stock market looks like it's about to crash, but let's look at Bitcoin first. There is this video called, you know, SP 500 Dow Jones. They have, you know, the thing about SP 500 Dow Jones. Now, I think I have the charts up here. Yeah, I do have the charts. We can talk a little bit about it. We got an expanding musical instrument with this move up here, and I explain why this move actually looks very weak. This actually ape. This is not. This should be down up here. So this is Dow Jones, and Dow Jones also has musical expanding instrument, but this move up here looks weak. And this is Dogecoin, but you know, we're not looking at Dogecoin. We should be looking at Nasdaq up here, and Nasdaq also on the weekly time frame, of course, has the same kind of pattern. All three has the same kind of patterns right now, and this looks also this move up here also looks very weak. So stock markets does look weak, guys. And if you want to know more about that, SP 500, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones, they do look weak. Even though we broke the trend above, I explained the reason why this actually, you know, very weak breakouts. They're very weak and very weak breakouts. I explained today, but you know, you can watch my video for explanation about it. But there is a tweet that I posted about this, and I said interesting tweet. Let me see if I can find the tweet. And I'll post in the chat so you can read it. I don't want to go through it, but it is about SP 500 stuff. Interesting thread. So this one up here. So I'll post the thread in the chat, and you're welcome to actually look at the chat. It talks about these, you know, the weak breakouts, and how they play out, right? It's interesting thread, but it's the same kind of thing, you know. This looks very weak. So if you go back inside these wedges, it does look very, very bad. Instrument playing the wrong tune. Something like that. Instrument is playing the wrong tune. BGs can make your throat hurt. Yeah, my wife knows everything about that. It might be my 5-minute breaks. I'm not gonna lie. It might be my 5-minute breaks. So it's not recovering a little bit. Hex is, you know, I also posted the Hex in the chat today. Where is it? And I think that Hex is lost his momentum. We can actually look at just the chart. So, you know, I know a lot of people are into Hex right now. So, you know, let's look at the chart up here. Already got lines and everything set, so it's very nice. Let's go to the daily time from up here. So this is very nice. So the problem with Hex up here, and I even wrote a tweet about it, you know, people up here at the top somewhere, that there is just so much euphoria right now, everybody's talking about Hex, that I do see some kind of, you know, dip coming very, very soon. Now, what happens up here, we had this very nice uptrend up here, and then this uptrend got broken over here. And then we went to the retest. I tried to get up option, but we failed that. And then this line up here got broken towards downside as well. So not only did we break the momentum 2 times, this is the first time break the momentum, this is the second time breaking the momentum, we also created this lower low over here on the chart. And not only that, right now, as you can see this chart up here, we are right now hitting the resistance up here at, you know, at this trend line resistance over here again. So it kind of lost momentum. It needs to get back up. It needs to, you know, do the nice moves towards upside. Yes, it's up like 20-30% today, but you know, I already think it, you know, it lost the momentum. It has too much hype too fast. And right now, with all the FUD that's going on with everything else, you know, will it be able to keep the momentum? You know, will it manage to climb back above the moving average and stuff like that? So there is that. Okay guys, we've been streaming for 54 minutes, we've been looking a little bit at everything. Bitcoin is at 1%, so you know, it is climbing up here very nicely. How high it's gonna climb, that's a big question up here. There's a resistance at 20.58, something like that. Cannot tell you much about it. There's also the 4 hourly. 4 hours is closing in 2 hours, so not much is gonna happen. But you know, there's the 20 moving average up here. We do need to make a higher high up here to avoid the RSI divergence on the chart. But RSI divergences are, you know, not that impressive. Daily is going below the 0 line. Tomorrow morning on the Bitcoin Daily, we're gonna talk about you know, if something actually happened during the night. But there is so much bearishness in the. Why not pick a moment on short time frames and short hacks into the ground on bigger swing trade? You could do that. Hex is actually shortable on BitChat. I think Hex is actually, you know, tradable on a BitChat, you know, shorting and longing. So we're gradually setting up for a bull run, getting my base ready. Yeah, bull run will happen, I think. You know, I might be wrong, but you know. And I also wrote that, yeah, this is an important tweet. Where is the tweet? I can't remember everything word for word, so it's a lot easier to, yeah. We have to assume that Bitcoin is no longer following what it used to do. The history is no longer a valid roadmap for what's going to happen. We need to read the technicals and assume the unthinkable can happen. Either that's an instant pump to 100k or down to 10 bucks. So we have seen, you know, new stuff happen on Bitcoin. Never before have we gone you know, never before have we gone down below previous high. Never before have we gone down below 200 weekly moving average. Never before this, never before that, right? There are, you know, never before did we have a, you know, weekly that cross. So stuff that has happened never before in Bitcoin is happening right now. So we can no longer look at, you know, what has happened before on Bitcoin and what's gonna happen next, because obviously we are in the new territory. And yeah, your club says 299 per month. Is that right? It's not 299. Yeah, it's 299. Yeah, that's right. And guys, I can also mention that as well, since we are already here. YouTube, the late adopter, join. Hi guys. Okay, there we go. We got a TA fans club, guys. But the pricing of the TA fans club, it's TA fans club. It's not TLA fans club. It's not the late adopter fans club. It's technical analysis fans club. And we got a Telegram chat. And to get the, you know, link to Telegram chat costs $2.99. You know, we avoid all the bots. We avoid all the scammers for $2.99. It's $3. It's $3. So you get the link, you know, and you are forever there in the Telegram chat. You know, it's lifetime subscription to you can you know, pay once and never pay again. You still get the link to the Telegram chat. So everybody who's there, you know, they're welcome to stay as long as they want, because we want to try to you know, make a little nice community there with people who appreciate the technical analysis, charts and stuff like that. You know, crypto. It's a little bit more mature community than other communities, because, you know, my audience is around, you know, 30 years of age, give or take, a little bit old, a little bit you know, small. So it's very mature. But what I want to say, you know, the pricing is gonna I mentioned this in Bitcoin Daily today. The pricing is gonna change. It's not gonna be $2.99. It's gonna be higher. So this is I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but if you want to join the Telegram for life, you know, for $2.99, right now it's time to do it. And you know, the pricing is gonna change eventually, right? So, you know, for the blue balls, if you want to join, you're welcome to join. So that is right. Bitcoin is 1.24% up. It's pumping. We're pumping. Like everybody was saying, oh, we're pumping. It's up like 0.x. Join for the TA, stay for the chair. When is moon phase next week? I don't know, man. We haven't looked at the moon phase up here. This full moon actually crushed us down, guys. I have no explanation for this kind of, you know, but maybe just a little bit late. Oftentimes, you know, you can see up here, we got a new moon, full moon up here, but, you know, it took like, you know, a couple of days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, you know, it took a little bit time before it actually pumps us towards the upside. So over here, it started up here, but, you know, it might be, you know, might take a little bit while, but, you know, eventually we go towards the upside, right? Maybe the full moon is a little bit laggy indicator. It might be that. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll see. Okay, guys, I'm yawning, so time to do, go do other stuff. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice to just, chill out and, look at the charts and other stuff. Might do that again tomorrow, something like that, if I'm more relaxed, more awake. 18.7 and then up. There are definitely levels that can actually happen. By the way, let me see the Bollinger Bands as the last thing over here that I want to look at. The daily up here on Bollinger Bands is still expanding, which is not actually good. 2-day starting the expansion up here. Weekly is going to contraction. Weekly is going into contraction because it's going down, this is still going up. So the weekly up here is going into contraction, and the monthly is maybe turning around. I mean, this needs to dump pretty heavily towards the downside to continue expanding up here. So I think it's going to go into contraction on the monthly time frame. CBLC on the monthly time frame up here. So bull run starts down here when we hit this. So we hit already those levels, but we explode up here and nothing happened. I summoned Ron. Ron adopted. How you doing, man? How you holding up? Did the USDC bring you to the chat? That's what I want to know. I think USDC brings a lot of people back to the chat and to the, to crypto. Bad. Yeah. But we just saw that it's almost USDC, USD. Let's see here if, as the last thing we do. Why is this chart ugly? So it's still not come, but it came very close up here to 0.99. I mean, that's as good as it gets, right? If this really was some kind of, doomed to be up here, maybe it should go something like this over here towards the downside, but it looks like it's trying to couple up here again. But if it fails, to get back at $1, because still technically not at $1, it came close, but not, $1. So there is that. Guys, again, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow, Bitcoin Daily, 9 AM Central P time on the dollar. Remember the Bybit, guys. Bye-bye.